Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Music is My Business podcast. We're doing a live Q&A. We're chopping it up with Sync Producer Hub members. We're answering questions about sync licensing, music production, and music business. Shout out to everybody in the stream, man. Let me know where you guys are from. Let me know what you do. Shout out to the members in the member-only chat. We got Chris, we got Ethan, Jason, Jermaine, Livingston, Michael, Ray, Rich, Tony. I see y'all. Let's see, we got Atlanta in the building. Chicago, born and raised. Love to see it. What's up, Jason? Good to see you, bro. Happy Friday, says Michael Connor. Glad to see you back in the building, bro. Hope all is well. Livingston said it's 2 a.m. in the UK. That's dedication right there. 2 a.m. and kicking it with us. I love to see it. We got Milwaukee in the building. Chuck Taylor, Atlanta. Shout out to the AT aliens in the building. I see y'all. Why am I still finishing up this cup of coffee? I'm gonna be up all night. I just realized that. I got that second cup in like a little late, so it's all good. It means we'll have plenty of energy for the rest of the night. So you guys are gonna get the super caffeinated, amped up version of me instead of the I don't know, the later in the day version without coffee. Ray Garcia, hello from Central Florida. We got New Jersey, outside NYC. Love to see it. Super dope stuff. So yeah, man, drop your questions in the chat. I'm excited to answer some questions. But before we dig into the questions, we got a couple wins in the community, in the Sync Producer Hub community. Let's check those out and see what the people been doing this week. Let's see. Compilation album release, Marty Hart, dropping May 16th. Pre-save the link below. So I guess they dropping some music, man, releasing the music, putting it out there. That's a win because, listen, a lot of people just won't even take the risk of like putting their music out there. They just sit on it and just, I don't know what people expect. If you don't put it out there, you can't get feedback. No one can tell you if it's good or not. No one can find it and listen to it. So yeah, that's definitely a win. Michael Connor says, not McConnor, Michael Connor. I always add like something to your last name, whether it's O'Connor, Mick Connor. Like I create new last names for you, Michael. That's what I do apparently. Caffeinated, fueled, instead masa lime fueled. Listen, I'll take caffeine over masa lime any day. Oh man, what an experience. Ethan says congrats. Yeah, that's super dope. So let's give it up for Marty, man, taking that huge step. We got another one from Jermaine. Tune Edge. After a little running around, I checked my email, and my instrumental Choosy was accepted. I have to fill out or sign a Schedule A. They also got it named as Choosy Edge. Is that normal? Yes, that is completely normal. You'll see that a lot amongst publishers. Like Tune Edge's kind of prefix suffix is edge, and that's how they kind of know this is, especially if it's like a non-exclusive thing. That's how they know this is a work that we registered, that we're publishing, that we're collecting for. It's a thing amongst publishers. It says, I released this instrumental on music platforms about a year ago, took it down, and then put it back up like a month ago. The link for the track is below. Let's get it, Sync Hub family. It's a step in the right direction. I love it. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, because listen, I think that's a great step in the right direction because most publishers, they're not going to sign anything unless they believe they can put it to work. So that's super dope. We got a win from Ethan, instrumental album release. Hey guys, this is truly a win for me, and it's a great step I believe all producers should take to advance their brand. My album Pandemonium Instrumentals drops May 7th. Think of a theme and name your instrumentals in favor of it. Get some good artwork to back it up too, then set a release date. It is thundering here. Hopefully our electricity does not go out. Then set a release date to get everyone prepared and excited. That's money in your pocket just from getting the streams on your beats. I'll drop my tunes pre-order. Let's go, man. Y'all dropping projects out here. And I love to see it. I love to see it. So shout out to the Sync Producer Hub members. If you aren't a member, go to syncproducerhub.com, or you can click the link in the description and join us. We teach you how to produce, prepare, and pitch placement-ready music for TV, and we support you along your entire journey, give you the resources. We give you guys insight, personal experience, and we chop it up about stuff just outside of music, like really random stuff like food, hot sauces, waking up early, books, all types of like human stuff outside of music. Like, we're all regular people. So, all right, man, drop your questions in the chat. Huge storm coming. Yeah, man, I was actually just looking at the weather radar. We're gonna add a news segment to the podcast, but no, I was literally looking at the radar, and I seen that joint coming. I was like, man, listen, if you know, the chances of electricity going out is at like 90% just with thunder and lightning here. So if we just stop suddenly, you know what it is. We may be back, we may not. We don't know. Just stick around the channel for like 5 minutes. If you don't see me pop back on in 5 minutes, I'll catch y'all on the next one. So yeah, while you guys are getting your questions ready, man, I came across something that I thought was interesting. So AI-powered sync licensing platforms, Ringo's innovative approach, is the title of this article I came across, and it says Dutch startup Ringo has launched a public beta of its AI-driven sync licensing platform. The service allows users to upload a Spotify playlist, specify usage terms, and receive instant pricing estimates. Already utilized by major ad agencies like BBDO, which is a huge ad agency, and Wyden Kennedy. Ringo aims to streamline the licensing process for both artists and brands. Co-founder Marcel Alexander Wybinga emphasizes that as streaming revenues decline, sync licensing emerges as a vital income source and discovery tool for artists and producers. But artists, I feel like artists got like the super short end of the stick in terms of just this whole streaming era, in terms of income, because like we as producers, we don't necessarily have to have a full song. Like, we can get synced with instrumentals and never have to open our mouths, which is great. Artists can't necessarily do that, right? They have to have production. It's a whole thing. So this was interesting, and I want to do a dive into like their website and check it out, because I'm curious. Like, I'm curious to see if this is something that we'll see a lot more of, which I think we will. Just kind of this, it's sort of like a direct licensing approach where, I don't know, I have to go to the website to see how it's set up, but from what it sounds like to me is, I don't know if like you can upload your music to this platform and then ad agencies and brands and things go to the platform and just license directly from you. So we'll go to the website and we'll check it out, because I'm curious to see if this is something we'll start seeing more of moving forward in this space. Tony says, thank God I can't sing to save my life. I know, right? Flair says, did you finish off your kids' Easter candy yet? Absolutely. I finished the last bag of Skittles 2 days ago. 100%. We always get your weather a day later in Central Florida. Oh yeah, because of the way the system moves. That's crazy. So yeah, you should hand out masa lime chips for Halloween. Yo, like literally, like the last 2 bags that are here just sitting, hand those out. Trick or treat. It's a trick. They're not that good. Who's to say AI isn't getting its content influence from tracks and music that humans have created? So the thing with this platform is AI powered, but it's not it's not AI music. At least I don't think it is. I think it's more so real artists, real, music created by real artists. But they're using AI for the brands to be able to upload a Spotify playlist and then it pull the like the relevant songs according to that playlist. Like, how like they'll send like some references. I'm thinking they put those references on a Spotify playlist and then they will spit back, okay, here's some licensable music, and then boom. So let's check it out. I'm like super curious about this. Where's my screen? Like, technology. Okay, there we go. Now it wants to pop up. All right, so let's check this out. I don't know that. I think this is Ringo. Yeah. All right, here we go. Why is my screen not refreshing? Are y'all still seeing the Sync Producer Hub screen? Look at this. I'm no longer on this screen. That is wild, Ecamm. We haven't had Ecamm issues in quite some time. So I low-key can't be mad because, yeah, it's been it's been pretty consistent, but this is wild. For me not to I'm not even this is crazy. All right, let's see. Maybe let's see. Let's do this. Let's like crash Firefox, restart it, and then see if it works. This reminds me of what was it, like 2021, where we would just have random glitches on the stream and then the thing would just shut down and the whole stream would just would just be over. All right, let's see if this worked. It didn't. Wow, that's crazy. I don't even know how to begin to troubleshoot something like that. Close window. No, I don't want to show the entire screen. That wouldn't be fun. Still Sync Producer Hub on the screen. Yeah, that's crazy. Sounds like the metadata is even more pertinent to get right on our music, so it's included when AI is collating tracks together. Yeah, absolutely. Who's to say? Oh yeah, I read that one already. Yeah, like metadata will continue to be important despite all this AI and technology and things like that. Because like you said, like, I mean, that's how they search music. That's how they discover it. So, the BPM, song description, or I don't know, maybe if you're uploading your music to this platform, maybe AI is listening to it, analyzing it, and creating its own metadata from the music. I don't know. It's weird. We all waiting to hit level 8 to get that AI domination pack, but that's going to be a minute. Is there a way to get it sooner? In the meantime, is there any AI courses or training that you would recommend for running a music production business? No, but there is someone you can follow. Getting it sooner, I'm not sure. I have to look there. Like, there may be a way to add like a one-off price to it if you want to unlock it sooner, but I would have to look into that. I'm not sure, 100% sure. But let me see. Oh, there's an influencer. She's super dope. She's all over the AI stuff. Oh man. Hold on, let me find her. I just watched her video. Somebody probably gonna drop it in the chat by the time I find it. But I was just watching one of her videos. I've had some music signed by public Nikki Saunders. Um, Check her out. I'll type it in the chat. But she stays up on the AI stuff. She may have some resources as well. But like super dope and in the know on all the current AI stuff. So check out her YouTube channel. I think she's super dope. Let's see if we fix this this tech issue, or we just won't be screen sharing today. Nope. Negative. Let's try a different browser. It could be a browser thing where Firefox is just like, I'm taking the day off. Glad I made 3:20 my side morning. Good morning. Again, dedication, man. I love to see it. Safari? No? All right, y'all. I guess we ain't sharing screens today, which will kind of suck. Like I'm gonna have to restart or something before the live music reviews, because that's like an integral part of the stream. So we'll figure it out. Anyways, I'm gonna go to the website and look at it myself. I know it's not gonna be as exciting for you all, but we'll talk about it. Let's see. Okay. So if you want to look at it on your own, the website is thisisringo.com. And I'm going to just kind of fly through it. Livingston says Firefox heard that the storm is coming, so it's taking shelter. Yes, that's her IG. This is Nikki S. Boom. All right. So it says sync licensing without the headache. Instant sync pricing, clear licensing paths, no waiting, no guesswork, no delays. So I'm seeing some heavy hitters on here. Like we're gonna have to figure out if this is like open to anybody, because I'm seeing Pharrell Williams, Viagra Boys, which is a very interesting artist name. Nina Simone, Queen. Like there's some some heavy catalogs. Trusted by BBDO, Monster Energy. So we got some big agencies and brands on here. So it's as easy as 1, 2, 3. Number 1, upload a Spotify playlist. Enter your usage terms. So it has like this screenshot. It says, I want to use this song for a Nike Women's Euro 2025 campaign. Nike, other 3 countries, 5 songs, 3 months, all media. Dang, so it probably like drafts the agreement and everything. Get instant ballpark pricing. And then it has like some examples of licensing a Nina Simone, Feeling Good. Excuse me. Publishing, 78 to 105 euros. Master, 78 to 105 euros. Sync smarter, move faster. Ringo uses AI to cut through the noise, get real-time ballpark pricing for any track, and move forward without the usual delays. No more endless back and forth emails. No more endless guessing what a track costs. Just instant answers when you need them. This is interesting. And it looks like they're based in the Netherlands. And pricing, and I'm guessing this is like if you're a brand or a freelancer who wants to license music. So there's an essential, which is free. You get 10 credits per month. Best for freelancers and small teams exploring sync opportunities. And then you get the standard, which is 50 credits per month. Perfect for independent professionals, small to medium agencies, and music supervisors with regular sync needs. So it seems like they're a solution, obviously, for freelancers, and creators, music supervisors who need music to sync and they want an easy way to do it. And then they have custom pricing for like enterprise, built for large brands and agencies managing extensive sync projects requiring custom solutions. I don't see. I don't see anything about composers. Let's see. Um, let's connect. Whether you're an ad agency seeking faster, smarter licensing solutions, a brand aiming to clear music, a music supervisor, a rights holder wanting to simplify and scale your sync operations, a PRO or sync platform exploring collaboration opportunities, an investor interested in our growth. I'm not seeing where there's a way to get our like it doesn't seem like it's something where you can like just sign up and get your music in there. So I don't know. This is interesting. It's interesting. So I'm curious to see, where this goes. Yeah, book a demo. So it definitely looks like it's more so for supervisors and agencies and people who are looking to sync music. But it seems like, I mean, from the songs I've seen, these seem like kind of bigger songs. So I don't know if they like already worked out terms and like train their AI to, I don't know. It's interesting. So there we go. That's our deep dive with no screen share. Outrighteous says, quick question. Do you hear other producers' tracks and try to help them get the track placed, or do you just sell the services to help them in other ways? Do I hear the track and try to help them get the track placed, or do you just sell the services to help them? So I teach producers the framework so that they or you can get your music signed with publishers and then ultimately placed. So I don't take a percentage of anything. Basically, I teach you how to fish versus like getting you the placement. I don't get you the placement. You got to do the work, but I give you the framework that has worked for myself and hundreds of producers all over the world get TV placements. And that's what I do. And then if you want to work closer with me, like a one-on-one type of situation, then I'm walking with you through the process, teaching you the framework, the same framework, but I'm literally doing it with you. So as questions come up, I'm answering those questions in real time, and I'm helping you speed up the process. So, for example, some producers may go through Sync Producer Hub and ultimately land their first sync publishing deal, say, a year from now, right? Whereas if you want to speed that up and get to that deal faster and avoid even more mistakes, then they opt in to, apply for TV placement mastery. And then that process is expedited to where we're trying to land your first sync publishing deal in 90 days. So that's the difference between kind of doing it yourself and then me doing it with you, basically. Let's see. Have you ever, I think I answered that question. Have I ever worked with, yeah, I did a deal for some tracks for somebody in South Africa, and I haven't heard from them since. I don't know what happened. Or if I don't know. It seemed like a newer kind of company, so I don't know. It was like non-exclusive stuff that I already had signed with other places, so, yeah. All right, let's see. We all know Viagra Boy's favorite mix-in plugin, Sausage Factory. Yo, Sausage Factory is a wild name for a plugin, but that thing, listen, it's dependable, man. pause. Like that plugin works. It does what it says it'll do. Yeah, I know it's crazy, and it's low key genius for like from a marketing perspective, because like people are gonna talk about that. Like yo, like just for the sake of the title, the name of it. Joshua, what's good, bro? I just want to express my gratitude for you in this space. The reason I even learned about Sync was because of one of your ads that popped up randomly in my IG feed. Let's go. That's what's up. He says, fast forward to 2025. I am over 100 placements in. You are a gem in this community, man. Appreciate all you do in this space. That is a win. And shout out to you, Joshua, man. Listen, I just make you aware of the opportunities that's out there. You did the work, bro. So shout out to you, man. You put the work in and you're over 100 placements. That's amazing. I love it. You could always try to contact page. Yeah, I went to the contact page and it was literally just like, I mean, I could contact them and like ask them, but it was just for like the people they listed out. It was still just for like brands, agencies, supervisors, stuff like that. So, and it's beta. It's in public beta 001. So this is like ultra new. So yeah. Have you ever tried physical snail mail to get in with a music licensing company? Never. Let me think. Let me think back to the burn CD days. No, I haven't. So yeah, DJ Ducky Duck. You can sign up for Sync Producer Hub today for $47. Also, we got a masterclass next Friday. I'll tell you guys a little bit about that later, but it's gonna be lit. I definitely would like to work close with you so I can also get placements. I've been making more beats to extend my catalog. I'm trying, man. I promise you. I just want to get heard. I feel you. 100%. Yeah, go to syncproducerhub.com. Start there. If you want to work personally with me, go to tvplacementmastery.com and apply there. And then the team will check it out, man. If it's a good fit, we'll reach out to hop on a call. South Africa, was that for a show called Young Black and Famous or something like that? No, I did produce music for the show Young Black and Famous. I didn't, or Young African and Famous. I don't know. It was one of those. But the publishing deal, that was with a publisher based in America, but it's BMG. So BMG is like low key everywhere. But it wasn't from that deal. Like, I don't think I've gotten anything placed from the deal. It was like a publisher based in Africa. But the show, the placements that I got on that show on Netflix, that was through a publisher relationship I have here in the States. Good question. Clint, are you considering reviving up your sync agent activities? Lamar, good question. I was talking about this not too long ago. Not at the moment. Like, not at the moment. Not like full blown agency. And I realize like the admin work that comes with that. It's not a space I want to step into right now because I really love creating. You know what I mean? Like I love creating still. I do have like the publishing company for different situations that come up and opportunities. And sometimes, I will do something where, I'm just kind of the one running the play and, not necessarily hands on with the music. And then I'll just, take a cut of publishing. But I don't, not like full blown sync agent at this time. But when I do come across opportunities, and I basically just extend those opportunities to you all, Sync Producer Hub members and TV Placement Mastery students. So Michael Connor has a question. Let's bring Michael Connor up.
Hi, can you hear me?
I can. What's up, bro?
Yeah, just a quick question in terms of, I guess the popular genre of hip hop and orchestral. What's this historical origins of why brass is used or how it's used and what makes it such an integral part of that genre per se? Is it kind of like the college band thing about the sports and
I think
just yeah.
I don't know like the official answer to that question, but like I feel like it's like a sonic thing, man. Like brass is like an aggressive instrument, right? And if you listen back to all of the like hype sports songs and things like that, especially if there's like if it's in the hip hop lane, a lot of times you'll hear brass. So I think it's just one of those things where you're just kind of following patterns that worked and sounds that worked from other successful tracks. Um, and it just, I don't know, man. It just has I feel like brass just has an energy to it that just,
Yeah.
makes it a little bit more gritty and aggressive, in my opinion.
Yeah. I remember from my composition course learning about like how brass is used as a anthemic and heroic sound, superheroes and things. So just wondering if that's any crossover into like the sports and sports stars seen as superheroes and perhaps that reflected in the music as well. But,
That's a good point. I mean, I think so because I mean, when you think about competition and being competitive, right? Like, and there's like an underdog. There's like, someone's winning. There's overcoming adversity. There's like twists and turns, and it's just like then you have the winner, the triumph, the victory. And I feel like those sounds and those instruments can definitely convey that, especially in sports. So yeah, I think that's an interesting take on it.
cool. That was it. Thanks.
Yep. Yep, no problem, man. Um so Jermaine says let me get some of those placements. I've been producing for years but never gotten to sync. Back in they say you had to pay hundreds for music supervisor contacts. Oh yeah, nah, that's dead. That like I mean inside Sync Producer Hub, like I mean shoot, we're talking about publishers. We're like, I give you like a whole list. I dropped a AI prompt in there that'll spit out more publishers. Like you don't gotta pay for hundreds of contacts because they're on the internet, man. It's just like if you're paying for something, if you're paying for a list, right? It's just you're paying for the convenience of not having to find those contacts yourself, right? So there's two approaches. Like you can do it yourself, and take the time to like surf the internet and find these companies, or you can save time and then just pay for somebody who already did it. So I get it from that perspective, but to have a contact, you don't like just have to pay for it. Um, so yeah. Um, which one here? I'll drop both. We'll drop. Well, Sync Producer Hub is in the. That's the community. If you want to join the community, and then if you want to apply for coaching, for TV placement mastery, I'll drop that. So there's that. But yeah, Brad, there you go. Going to war vibes since way back when horns used to be that sounding call. Yeah, yep. Hans Zimmer changed the trailer world with the Braun from Dark Knight trailer. So epic. 100%, man. All right. Miguel, what's up, Miguel? I just received my certification for my LLC. I started reaching out to transfer legal entity from my sole proprietorship to my LLC. Some libraries have sent agreements again and others won't agree on that. What would you suggest I do? I understand it's not legal advice. Just wanted to see your perspective. Transfer my legal entity from sole proprietor to my LLC. I don't know why they wouldn't agree. Are you talking about like for like the W-9 form? And no, this is not legal advice or tax advice, but Really, it really usually it's just a yo. Can you send me like I want to send you an updated W-9 form. That's really the only thing, and then maybe if your banking information has changed, maybe like updating that if they do like ACH deposits and stuff like that. You may have to update that. But usually it's just, here's an updated W-9 form, and then now instead of, your personal name, you would put, hey, disregarded entity LLC name, and then EIN number or whatever, instead of social security number. But that's usually all it takes. I don't know why somebody's giving you a hard time about that. And to say like I don't agree, that's wild. Um, unless they think you're just like, unless they think you mean something else. I don't know. What's up, G-Fi? Um, no doubt. That's what I'm here for, man. Drop your questions in the chat. For the new people joining, man, let me know where you guys are from. Let me know what you do. And I'm answering questions on Sync. How you can get your music placed in TV, film, video games. Shoot, man, this even the TikTok stuff, social media, man, short form content, like music is going crazy. Like, I mean, you put a crazy dance together and then that joint is out of here. So that's even an opportunity, man. I remember like some years back, like there were like publishers literally looking for quote unquote TikTok songs to where it was just like, what, like 30 seconds. And it would be like, I mean, if you thought my structure was just getting to the point, like this takes getting to the point to like a whole nother extreme to where like they want the hook in like 5 seconds. Like it's crazy. But yeah, like it's a thing. Like TikTok songs is a thing, or like a TikTok edit. So I don't know. But yeah, I came across it was a post that the surge of platforms like TikTok, Instagram Reels, and YouTube Shorts have transformed the sync landscape. There's a growing demand for tracks that are authentic, emotionally resonant, and impactful within the first 60 seconds. So yeah, and then some brands have secured placements in short form commercials for brands such as Kmart and PBS by crafting songs that immediately set the desired mood. So literally, like you can get like a sync for Kmart. Is Kmart even open still? I haven't seen a Kmart in decades. But anyways, obviously you can get synced with Kmart for like a 60-second TikTok. That's crazy. So there you go. He says, no, I mean, for legal purposes in terms of protecting my personal assets with my LLC, the W. Oh, okay. Yeah. So I would, yeah, I think I would reach out to a, I would reach out to, that's an attorney type of situation possibly, in terms of like your assets and what controls them, like what entity controls them. And I think I don't know. I would probably consult a legal person and then talk to publishers, because I would be careful not to overly complicate that. Because I feel like it could get complicated in terms of like, I don't know, like in terms of an agreement to where like, even though you're the entity, like, going through like different things to like sign off on things. I'm not sure. I think a legal professional would be better to talk to in terms of asset protection and what what entity is controlling those assets. If you don't want yourself controlling them. And then that kind of goes into like estate planning and stuff like that. So that's why I say I would probably, talk to an attorney, entertainment attorney, to see if that's something that makes sense. If I'm making any kind of genre specific samplers playlist that I want to pitch to libraries, how many tracks should we have on them? I say shoot for 5. 5 is like my fun number for playlist. Yep. LV Drizzle, 3 Qs this week for an exclusive deals. Word up. How's everyone doing? Keep pushing is the motto. That's a win. Dude, I think like the structure for TikTok is like probably the same for like a 60-second ad, to where that thing is like, I mean, you probably don't even have an intro. You're just getting straight into it. And then intros is, or hook is, I don't know, in the first 5-10 seconds maybe. Or maybe even starting with I don't know. I think it would depend on the brief and like what they're looking for. But yeah. Pick Best, Pinterest, Plus Music, VFine Music. I've heard of Pinterest, but I haven't looked into these. Pick Best sounds like a stock music library. But I haven't worked with any personally. If anybody else knows, feel free to chime in. Excuse me. I've been working on 2 varieties of tracks: short 30 seconds or 1 minute for ads, TV fillers, etc., and longer, more complicated work of various genres, forms. I've been thinking the latter belongs on an album I could self-release, and the former is the stuff I want to push for sync placements. Am I making sense? So this is what I would do, Rich. I'm glad you asked this question. I would do the full, and when I say full, I'm talking a minute to 30 to 2 minute tracks to pitch for sync. Because usually the 30-second, 60-second stuff, I usually don't pitch that, especially if I'm making an introduction, because that stuff usually comes from like requests, like specific requests for ad campaigns and stuff like that. So I think what would be best, a better approach would be to make a 2-minute track, make like 5 2-minute tracks, put it on a playlist, make sure they're, similar styles of music on one playlist, and then pitch that, because you can always create a 30-second, a 60-second from that longer version. And in fact, most publishers will ask you to create a 30 or a 60-second version of that track. That way you're not limited to where it's like they only have 60 seconds. So like either it will work for an ad or it will work for like a small scene, but then you're going to limit yourself from the opportunities to get like the longer placements. So that's what I would do. That would be my approach. Miguel, I was exchanging emails and I had asked them about having a letter indicating my LLC will be my legal entity, but I wasn't successful. Other libraries agree though. Okay. I'm considering copyright the tracks on my end as a writer and later get E&O insurance. I got you. Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, it seems like, if other libraries agreed to it, that's fine. I would be curious to know why the other libraries didn't, but yeah, that's interesting. I know you're the brass when it comes to sports things. Have you been trying other things? Yeah, so I did a whole album and they wanted no brass or strings. So that was interesting. But yeah, like you could it's obviously you can do it because I had to do it and I did it. So it's just, same thing. I wouldn't call it orchestral hip hop. It was just hip hop with no brass or strings or anything, which is absolutely doable. It was just a bunch of synths. But what I did was just like, okay, what about the brass? Like Michael and I were just talking about that earlier. It's just like the characteristics of the brass sound. Like it's gritty, it's aggressive. So how can I recreate that feeling with just a synth sound, or just like, just processing the synth and adding distortion and adding like different things to just make it aggressive. Um, so that was kind of my approach. Just doing that. Plucks. I've used a lot of like plucky synth stuff in sports too. I think that does pretty good, man. Like especially for like, I don't know what it is about plucky synths and basketball, but like it just works well. So I'll use that a lot too, for especially like for the melodies, like just a repetitive melody. Um, so one of them said they won't do it, but they sign writers, no LLCs. But I'm not insisting further. I know I don't use samples. I'll copyright them for my protection and get EO. I got you. Yeah. Um. Oh. Yep. 100%. Yeah, that's a huge one. Make it with the brass and string, and then change the sound. Yeah. Yep. That's exactly what I had to do, because I forgot on one track, and that's exactly what I ended up doing, just swapping them out. So yeah, 100%. So this masterclass is happening next Friday, May 2nd, at 7 p.m. Eastern. It's been, man, I think it's been a couple years since we did the last Beats for TV live. This is a 4-hour masterclass, and we are digging deep into the 3 Ps. We're digging deep into strategy. We're digging deep into mindset. It's gonna be so much fun, man. I'm gonna be with my guy, Billy Big Shot Beats, who was he was the first TV placement mastery student who literally absolutely just crushed it. So yeah, he's gonna be in. He's gonna be helping me out. We just gonna be hanging out for like 4 hours straight. The spots are limited, so get in now. I'll drop the link in the. Actually, the link is in the description. I'll drop it in the chat. But go to beatsfortvlive.com. Grab your ticket. We're hanging out next Friday, so I won't be streaming on YouTube, or doing a live Q&A or music reviews, because we'll literally just all be there hanging out all night. So it's gonna be dope. So grab your tickets for that. Grab your seat. Beatsfortvlive.com. It's the master class, and thank you, Jason. I appreciate that. And it's gonna be dope. We're gonna have a lot of be breaking down some placements, all types of stuff, man. And it even got some bonuses as well, that I'll be giving out. So come through next Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern, Beats for TV live. I'm excited, man. It's like an actual live presentation, like not the recorded stuff. So it's gonna be dope. But yeah, that's what's going on next week, and then we'll be back the week after that, for music reviews and things like that. But after this, in fact, in 5 minutes, we're gonna be doing live music reviews, seeing if these Sync Producer Hub members' music is ready for TV and film. So I'm excited about that. We will not have live lime masa chips. But we will have some masa chips. Shout out to Masa for fueling our live music reviews with their delicious 3-ingredient tortilla chips. So yeah. Any other questions? I think I got time for like one more before we wrap it up. If someone can't make the whole masterclass, will it be recorded? I believe, I can't guarantee, but I believe you can get access to the recording if you upgrade to VIP. I think the VIPs get access to the recording. Yeah. Be coming with some dope hooks, general theme type stuff like Champion. Wins every time. Every time. My first placement, I'm taking over. Was the name of the song. You can't go wrong with Champion. Just those themes, man. And you can go to Chat GPT, like, yo, give me like 20 sports themed titles, like, 3 words or less, and then it'll do it. And then you got titles that you don't have to think about, and then you can write from there, just for inspiration. So yeah. Yeah, there you go. See, Miguel already know. Miguel already knows. So that's what's up. This was dope. This was good. Check out I don't know, check out This Is Ringo. I'm gonna keep an eye on them and see if it's something that, listen, they're in public beta. Maybe this is something that, like, they'll open up to independent creators at some point. As they, I don't know, as they grow. I don't know. We'll see. But that's it. If you want to grab a free guide, there's a free Sync Producer Quick Start guide. It's pinned in the comments. Download that if you want to get started in Sync, but you're like not sure. You're like curious, but not necessarily serious. Like, you may not be ready to dive all the way into Sync Producer Hub or TV Placement Mastery. Download the free guide and at least learn the top mistakes to avoid. So, like, you're not out there just looking crazy. There's no reason to be looking crazy. We will not let you go out there embarrassing yourself. Okay, download the free guide, save yourself the embarrassment, and you'll J Keys, yeah, I'll post it. I'll post it here in case you can't see it in the comments. Especially if I think you're in the hub. Actually, you're J Keys, you're in the member only hub. It's if you go to the classroom section, you can download it right there in the classroom. But I'll still type it in the chat. Boom. There you go. No doubt, man. Glad we can help. And yeah, this was dope. You guys take it easy. And remember, you make music, not excuses. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.